Whoa, we're right back in the action. What's going on? Hey there everyone, it's Monkey Shrapnel from the Guys Who Play Games, back with some more Halo 1, or Halo Combat Evolved, whatever you want to call it. It's been like, what, like half a year since I last recorded this? So, but I mean, it's Halo, what are you gonna do? And, I'm dead. Well, I'm not dead. I'm almost dead, though. You know what? I'm not dead, but I wish I was dead, so let's just take a nice breather. Thankfully, in Halo PC, your reverts are stupidly quick. Yeah, so I think in this instance, I'm just going to ignore all the enemies because, I mean, it's not like a cartographer. So, are you kidding me? 2 times in a row, that grunt just destroyed us. You know what? I don't care. These Marines don't do much after this part of the level, anyways. Let's just run everyone over. It's way faster. Like, I just killed like 4 elites, easy peasy. And there's jackals down here, they get dropped off at the dropship. Always fun time. What difficulty am I on? I don't even remember. I think I'm on Legendary. That sounds about right. I don't remember anything. I played like so long ago. I don't know. I recorded the first part and then I just kind of was like, eh. I don't know. Stop throwing grenades, you jackasses. No, not again! Oh. Thankfully, they don't throw very far. You know what? Let's just get him going. Would you stop throwing grenades? Like, I've never seen him throw this many grenades. Dude, you're gonna die. Don't do it! No! Oh, nice. That guy's the one with no health, so let's just go ahead and toss that grenade right there. Yeah. Nice and easy. I was thinking about cheesing this, but whatever. We'll just do it normally. Don't need to bring the Warthog. So yeah, I guess let's talk about some stuff. So it's not like cartographer. This level is very unique within the Halo series, given that it's well, not non-linear level, but it's somewhat non-linear in the sense that we can basically tackle a bunch of different objectives at once. So I'm doing what? Though I didn't expect them to rush me. Don't do it. No! I'm choking. I'm alive. Oh my god! I cannot believe I'm alive right now. Get out of here! Oh! Oh! So, does that sound like a cartographer? You can... There's a couple different objectives. Well, the best way to put it is you've got 2 objectives you can tackle at the same time, and the ways that you can approach them are both pretty different from in a couple different ways. Like, the way I went is the one way, but you can tackle it from the other side. Obviously, you can enter the island from the other side over there. Stuff where I did. And then right now, we're trying to get to the middle of the island, and once again, you can go either or. And there's a bunch of enemies around that you otherwise wouldn't fight if you don't go certain ways. So, it's pretty cool like that. I guess I'll grab this overshield, because I kind of need something. So right now, I'm in the weird situation of having a ton of shields but no health, which means that elites are enemy number 1 right now. And I guess jackals, but jackals usually don't overcharge that often. I guess they do on legendary, but oh well, it's irrelevant now. Anyways, this is always a fun spot. You can kind of like, if you're good with grenades, you can do a nice grenade toss like that. Blow up like 20 jackals. You can get them all with 1 grenade, but it's kind of tricky. Anyways, let's use Warthog to make great cover in this game because they're indestructible. So you just wait for them to pop their heads out and good old pistol whip these jackals. Ugh. I'm trying to save my overshield. This level actually has a ton of overshields, but I still want to save it because it's not that there's a lot of them. Well, it's that there's a lot of them, but they're kind of bunched up. Like there's a couple of spots there's just like 3 or 4 of them. I guess because of multiplayer. Get out of here. Ugh! Can you imagine if that guy got me with that? I'm just gonna keep sniping. No reason not to. There's plenty of ammo. I think this level is some of like the most like ammo in like the whole game. Like there's tons of marine, like I guess I don't want to say corpses, but you know what I mean. Like there's just ammo spots all over, and some rather gruesome body positions. He's just on that rock. Jeez. All right, so what's in here? Now I think I believe there's supposed to be an elite here. Did I kill him already, or is he just? I think he retreats. There's a lot of oh, wait a minute. Ah! I knew he was still around. Like, hey, get out of here, jerkwad. Nope. I'm not talking much. I'm getting into it. This is why I have such a hard time let's playing this game, because it's like I don't want to talk. I just like the gunplay is just like I think I probably said this like a million times in the first part, but it's just like gunplay in this game is just so good. Nope. Oh, damn it! No, I'm in a rock and a hard place. I'm dead. It's unfortunate. Well, now I'm just gonna be more aggressive. Good grenade. Didn't lose any health. That's good too. That guy moved awfully fast for a grunt, but it was a grunt. Guess he just booked it. I'm doing it again. I just like my mind goes blank. I'm just thinking about. I'm strategizing. Goddamn. I guess I'll mention. I guess let's talk about like a couple of things I just thought of right now. So, in terms of like the differences between a red elite and a blue elite, I guess that as a kid I always just called them like red, blue, like goldies and stuff like that. Like officially it's minors and majors and then there's zealots, but like even now, like even though I know people that like talk about that stuff, they still always just call them red and blues in this game for some reason. I guess that's just how it is. Anyways, there's hunters here, but hunters are pathetic in this game if you have a pistol. They're a little tricky to deal with when you first encounter them because there's no pistols on Truth and Reconciliation, but on this level it's nothing at all. Anyways, right here you want to go turbo speed right off the bat, because otherwise a bunch of jackals are going to run up here. And it becomes a lot harder to deal with them when they get themselves, you know, on the high ground, as it were. But yeah, anyways, I was talking about red and blue elites. So, like, it's pretty obvious, most of, like, the bigger differences, like, you know, red elites, they have more health, they fire more accurately. I think there's... No, I forget if there's a difference in their shield recharge speed. I think all shields in this game, like, are based on, like, the overall, like, biped, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So, like, all elites, I think, have the same shield recharge in this game, but I could actually be wrong about that. Like, there's a global, like, speed multiplier, but it's not, like, it affects different units. But there's also smaller differences, like, red elites take cover a lot, like, more, I guess, they're a lot more willing to take cover. Like, with blue elites, it's like they have to pretty much have no health left, and then they'll go into cover. But red elites will, like, jump into cover from pretty much just, like, getting shot a couple times. Like, you saw it earlier, where, like, I only shot that red elite, like, a couple times with a plasma pistol, and he was already going, like, ooh, and going into cover. So they're generally a lot more, like, yes, willing to avoid confrontation, to avoid getting killed by you. Man, this, holy crap, that is like the most agile grunt I've ever dealt with. Okay, let's try something a little, Wow, that was a holy shit. That was actually a really sick grenade toss. I wasn't trying to do that, so I'm not gonna take credit for it like I'm some kind of god, but I am pretty great. Oh, he got hit. You can tell because you can still see the thing from his shields. Nope, not doing it. Anyways, yeah. Hey, try to overcharge me, will ya? God, I love that little... I love that in this game when you hit jackals that are overcharged and they actually, like, drop their overcharge. It's not like in every other Halo game where they just... their finger is down no matter what the fuck you do. And the worst thing about it is that in future games, if you die when holding a charge, it just disappears. In this game, it actually always goes off no matter what. The only way to go off is if you're a player and you just switch weapons. Like if you do this trick. But like if you... I'm pretty sure even if as a player, if you're holding a charge and you die, it goes off. Which doesn't really matter in single player, but if you're playing co-op and multiplayer, it can sometimes matter. Which is pretty cool. Not that... Unfortunately, the plasma pistol is not that great online because... like the overcharge is pretty easy to avoid, and then the actual projectiles don't do that much damage to your shields, so like... it's kind of hard to kill players with it. Anyways, yeah, hello hunters. These hunters will always immediately attempt to melee you. Like, the way enemies kind of work, like you can see they kind of run out. That's like a certain behavior. Oh, be right back. Alright, and we're back. So yeah, like I was talking about, enemies kind of... I'm not entirely sure of the details because I'm not like... I'm sure other people will be able to tell you more about this because they've actually looked at like the raw code of the game and kind of understand how this stuff works just through playing the game even more than me. But so like enemies can be spawned in like a couple different states, and that one's like I forget what the term is, but it's like they spawn in, they're running by default, and they just kind of approach. And hunters in that case will always melee you, so it's really easy to just really easy to just blast them. I'm totally just auto walking. It's like this room's actually pretty tough. I can tell you that many a playthrough of mine has pretty much ended in this room because I was here with 1 bar of health and no pistol, and it's just like if you're at that point, like they kill you in like 5 shots if you have like no health because your shields go down super quick. So it's like it sucks. This is like one of the I would say it's one of the few cases where the health system can actually just make it impossible. It's not impossible, but it's like if you have nothing to shoot them, it's like it's really hard. On the other hand, I mean, if you're patient enough, it's not that bad because ultimately, no matter what, they will eventually die because their health doesn't recharge in this game. Oof. Is he dead? Well, I mean, I know he's dead, but is there any more? I love how Spec Ops elites always drop grenades. Like, these are like a different type of Spec Ops. They're like, well, I guess in this game they're just called Stealth Elites. The line between Spec Ops and Stealth has always been kind of weird. First 2 games are pretty broad about it, but then later games it's like... it's kind of hard to tell. Anyways, there's ammo here if you drop down here. I'm not sure what the intended way to get over here is, but I always just drop down from the tree.
Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can salvage.
Yeah, let's shoot these guys. Those guys are like priority number 1 because I don't want them to take out my shields with an overcharge! Speak of the devil. There he is. I love this little island here. Like, there's a bunch of grunts up here, but it's like, it's one of those things you can just, like, if you're quick about it, they just don't even get a chance to do anything. You can even walk, like, there's a ramp up to this island, and it's like, why? It's kind of one of those things that's just like, it's there because they could put it there, basically. I think there's actually a skull here if you play Anniversary, but, like, in this game, it's just grunts up here, and there's no reason to walk up here ever. But it's like, if you want a good position... oh, there you go. Easy to deal with. Anyways, let's jump in. Yeah, I think the skull's like right over there or something. Anyways, let's drop down over here. Get ourselves... I believe these are the first rockets you ever get, which is sick. Love me some rockets. There's just, like, there's just something about this rocket launcher design that's just so iconic, you know? But it's like that's kind of one of those things. It's hard to say because like Halo 4 or no Halo 5 changed the rocket to be kind of like more like a tube-ish, like an RPG sort of. Well, not an RPG, but you know what I mean. Kind of more like a standard missile launcher. But it still has its own kind of like design quirks of it, like how you kind of reload as like a cartridge sort of thing. I don't know anything about firearms, so you know, if you're a firearm buff and you're just I'm a complete idiot. Yes, it is the truth. I don't know anything about guns, but still, that's just what I'm saying off of memory and what I know about, vocabulary. That's always an interesting design. Let's just get back to the topic. It's an interesting topic of, is something iconic because it's actually a good design, or is it just iconic because it's just been around forever? And that's kind of interesting to think about. Like, sort of like the Warthog. Like, is the Warthog's like super iconic to Halo, but is it iconic because it's a iconic design, or is it just because Warthogs have just been in every Halo game and that's just how it is? It's kind of a weird topic. Also, that Jackal was overcharging, the son of a bitch. Look at him. What's funny is I kind of tinkered in modding this game for a while. Let's run this guy over. Bam! Always fun. And like, if you give Jackals different guns, they'll just start firing them. Like, overcharge is literally the AI just holding their fire button down. Ah, my overcharge, my Dover shield. I guess let's just leave these guys here. Actually, no, I'm gonna take them inside. It's a good idea to bring them inside. But yeah, if you give them like any sort of gun and then they'll start overcharging. Like, I gave it a needler, and it just starts firing the needler into the ground and into teammates. Like, it's hilarious. But yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, anyone who's played this bitch probably knows why, but it's a good idea to just plop this Warthog here. It creates a nice barrier because AI won't like walk around it for the most part. Brrr. Ow! I always find it funny how you see that Zealot through the door and then you walk over here and it's just gone. This Zealot is so weird. We'll see why later, but it's just like, it's weird. You also have a weird case of an optional cutscene where if you walk over here to this area you don't actually have to walk to ever. You get this little cutscene of Master Chief just walking up and kicking like this weird rock. Just kicks it down. Anniversary, it's a grunt mask, which is pretty cute. I've heard people say that like, oh, the grunt mask makes more sense, but it's like, why would it make more sense? You never ever see grunt masks just laying around on any other level. It's just, in this instance, it's whatever this is. It's not actually a rock. It's like something they're like both on this walkway and like symmetrically. Like, I don't know what they are. It's just something. If you still have overshield, actually, I guess even without overshield, it's possible to survive the fall down there if you land in just the right spot. But that can be, that like skips like the whole level, this part of the level. So I'm just gonna play normally. Anyways, we get to do like probably our first big taste of optional stealth. Like, this kind of stealth in Truth and Reconciliation, but it's like, it's not really stealth because you can't really avoid killing the enemies. And you can't really kill them stealthily all that well, but like you can here. It's actually surprisingly effective in like this game to stealth kill. Like, in future games it's almost impossible because it's technically more realistic because as soon as they see any dead bodies they'll react and stop being idle forever. But like in this game they won't react to dead bodies as long as they don't see them happen. Which you could argue is like, it's a flaw, I guess, in a sense, but it's like, it's the kind of flaw that's like, it makes the game funner because you can actually like reliably stealth kill, because it's like almost impossible to do in future games because it's just like, you know what I mean? A big thing too in this game is that because of the way grenades work, you can stealth with grenades, which is funny to say because it will if you like use a grenade, like they'll like wake up, but they're not gonna like know what happened because they don't hear a source. Like they just hear the grenade blow up. So they'll go over to where the grenade blew up, but they won't know you're there, right? Where is? I know there's another elite in this room. That's the guy I want to kill right now. Whoop. I can also kill this guy though, I guess, while we're here. Whoop. A big thing too is that enemies don't react instantly to seeing you, so like you can kind of walk around corners and peek a little bit. That's a glitch right there, though. They'll make sounds if you kill each other, but they don't actually react. Because I guess their sounds don't like change based on like their state. They just always make, you know, scream out when you kill them. Oh, there's the elite. Alright, so that's the guy we want to kill right now. And to be honest, stealth is kind of, it's fun, but it's hard to, you know, talk while I'm doing stealth because I have to be thinking about who can see me. So let's just, you know, open things up with a bang. And I mean, even if you throw a grenade, it's like enemies will react, but it's not like until I fire a pistol shot, they're not going to know where I am. In fact, I almost ended up being a perfect stealth, actually, ironically. I always find it funny to say that. Like, I've told people that, and they just look at me like I'm insane that you can... It's like I'm stealthing with grenades, but it's true. Anyways. Let's drop this pistol for a sec. Where is he? Oh, guy died. Wow. Or no, I think that's a different jackal. But yeah, you can stealth like this, almost like this whole level. Like this area I'm like punching them right now, you can totally stealth if you know what you're doing. It's just I didn't because I wanted to be fun. Hey! Ugh! Yeah, the last thing you want is to have no shields around jackals, because as soon as you lose your shields, their blast pistols just obliterate you. But you can see how easy it is to kill hunters in this game. Like, just make a melee. And there's pistols in like every level in the game except Truth and Reconciliation, so they're never really a big problem again, to be honest. Because, I mean, let's be honest, you're pretty much always carrying around one of the two pistols on Legendary. They're just too good of weapons. Which I guess you could argue is a flaw, that it's like they're so... Like, this game has a good sandbox compared to other Halo games, but it's like, it is definitely true that it's like, the pistol and the plasma pistol are just very, very, very versatile. This room's always kind of funny, because it's like you walk through it the first time, there's just nothing in here. Even though you can see them on your radar, but that doesn't mean anything yet. There's a cool little shortcut you can do here. There's an overshield down here, and if you drop down on that, you'll live this fall. But of course, once again, I want to actually play through the level as legit as I can. So, let me think here. So, there's active camo down here. But I think I'll save it for the up, for I guess going up. Funny little thing is that this, like, these two doors are connected to each other. They're like the only case of like doors in this whole game that I can think of that are like this. These doors are always both open at the same time. It's really interesting. Once again, if you know what you're doing, you can easily stealth this part, but you know, I want to shake things up for the viewers. In fact, speaking of which, let's try using this needler. My pistol! Hey, you bastards are gonna pay for that. Oh! Hey, see you later, buddy. That's hilarious. I always love when you get lucky and they dive off. There you go. There's my pistol. So here's a little trick I'm gonna do. So there's elites in this room over here. What I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna walk over here and just be like, pew pew pew, hey, look at you. And I'm just gonna walk back. Actually, I probably should have done it from the other side, but whatever. So now they're gonna be looking over here because that's where they last saw me. Now I'm gonna go the long way around over here. Over to this little passage over here. And when they have their backs turned, easy kill. There should be a second elite around. I don't know where he's gonna be though. Oh, he died. Wow, that's sick.
There.
Awesome. Oh, I just skipped a cutscene without even thinking about it. I'm so used to skipping that cutscene. Nothing really important happens. It's just, you know, lights flash up. Cortana's like, oh, I found the control room. And then that's it. Let me think. Where do I want to go? So you can grenade jump up here, which is pretty cool. But I think I will go the normal way, but I'm going to throw a grenade there to kill those jackals. Oh, it didn't actually kill them. Well, maybe this one will. Anyways, yeah, we got the only time in the whole game the full song of Rock Anthem for Saving the World plays, which is pretty cool. Plays for this sweet, like, I wouldn't call it an escape sequence per se, but it's like you're leaving the structure and there's a bunch more enemies that respawned in behind you, so in a way it kind of is. Nice. That's like the best thing about this game, is that you throw grenades at stuff and then they run into other stuff. That's like one of my favorite little things. And it's such a shame that in later games grenades blow up so fast you almost never really get a chance to do that. Oop. Ah! Jeez, man, they didn't get killed at all by anything, did they? Oof. Oh, well, that's what the active camel's here for, so we're going to pick this up and we're going to make good use of it. Thank you for the checkpoint, too. That's perfect. We're going to do some sweet crouch jumping so we don't have to deal with this stuff. You know, it's funny how I got the rocket launcher and I haven't even been using it, but it's like, what are you going to do? Boom. But I can still have a little fun, you know. If you're good enough with the timing, you can make it out of this whole area with the camel still intact, but, of course, I want to have a little fun. I got super focused there again because it's like I didn't have shields. I just suddenly thought, okay, I have no shields and there's a jackal in front of me. Not good. I guess we got to see the rocket a little bit there. Funny how I picked it up and I was like, oh yeah, we don't normally get to see the rocket that often, but then I proceeded to play through the whole level and not really use it, but oh well, what you gonna do? I mean, I guess we can use it in this room because it's like you walk over here and there's just like, oh, well, there was an elite that wasn't looking, so he didn't have a great time. You can still have fun. And hey, I think this is the only game where you can make jackals freak out. So you can see that jackal started running when all the grunts died. Or I guess when the elite died. I'm not sure if they'll react to grunts. Maybe. Boo! Alright. So I remember that Zealot, for some reason, I don't know what was going through Bungie's head when they made this guy, but as soon as you walk over here, Here he is. But as long as you have a plasma grenade, he's no big deal. Of course, if you don't have a plasma grenade, he is a pretty big deal. So, you know, have a plasma grenade. Or a plasma pistol, because otherwise he'll just murder you. Given you have to walk up to him in a tiny hallway and shoot him. So, remember the Warthog? Well, if you don't have that, there's a bunch more stealth elites here, and they're kind of a pain to deal with. Of course, with the rockets, it's actually really easy, so... Hey, good thing to keep. Anyways, I'm just going to toss some nades. See if I can get them to show their faces. Woo! Chain reactions, am I right? Oh! Fucking trying to run up to me, crazy motherfucker. I have to say, there's a lot more enemies here than I remember there being. I remember there being like, maybe like 5 stealth elites. I didn't remember there being like 10. Holy crap. They just kept coming. And not sexually. God damn. Cortana! These aren't the greatest wow. I just bit my tongue so hard there. I could not talk. Now for what is, like, I don't know, is this level impressive? I always hear people talking about, like, when you think of, like, iconic levels, it usually sound like Cartographer comes up, but, like, Assault on the Control Room is also a pretty big one. It's like one of the longest levels in, like, FPS history, let's be real. Like, if you're playing through the level properly, not just speedrunning it, it's like, this is like an hour-long mission. And it's not like there's a ton of, like... I mean, it's a big level, but it's not like you're walking around a lot of empty space. Like, it's not like Halo, the level, not the game, like the second level, where you drive around a lot of empty areas in a Warthog. This level, it's like there's a lot of just fighting stuff. There is definitely some empty space here and there, but it's like, especially at the start, it's just like constantly like rooms of enemies. And they're all pretty diverse enough that it doesn't really get boring. That's kind of the thing with this game. This is a level that's it's a big like habit of levels in this game, kind of having a lot of what you say, like repeating. Man, I have to tell you that getting through this section without taking damage is so hard. Because you start up in a room where there's just a bunch of, like, 2 elites just run in, and you have, like the only things you have is assault rifle, pistol, and some frag grenades. So it's like, getting through it without taking damage pretty much requires you to just spam all your grenades and just murder them. Anyways, this is like the most you're ever going to see me to use the assault rifle, because it's like, I have it, might as well just spray and pray. It's good against grunts. Any plasma pistols? You know, let's use the plasma rifle for a while. I never use the rifle because, honestly, the plasma pistol is just better in every single possible way. But let's actually use this gun. So this level is really fun. Remember how I mentioned optional stealth? This level is chock full of it. If you know what you're doing, you can get through pretty much every room in this whole level. Or I guess every indoor level, or every indoor room in this level without really having to fire too many bullets. And right here, there's like a big start here. This elite kind of goes back and forth, but if you time it just right, you can get a nice like sneak attack on him. So speaking of which, let's try it out right now. So I always forget which side is better to hit him on. I think you want to wait till he's walking over here and then just kind of run through. Didn't work, but I stuck him, so it doesn't really matter. And if you kill with a grenade, then they don't really know where you are for a while. Whoa! Oof. I didn't do a very good job of it, but yeah, you can get through this whole room without having to really kill anything. This first room's not a great example because I don't think you can actually get all that far, but still. It's pretty cool. Anyways, let's pick up the Needler here, just for fun. I always say it because, like, the Needler is just, like, not a great weapon, but it's, like, it's good against killing elites, surprisingly. And honestly, it has more of a niche than the assault rifle does and the plasma rifle. Because these weapons can actually like be reliably good for like bursting and elite down. Like, where is he? I think he's over here, so I should be able to just... Oh! That didn't work, did it? You can kind of like fire it around corners, which is pretty cool. I'm just gonna do this. Get out of here. Is there any more enemies? I thought there was nothing around, but I guess not.
The Covenant presence here is stronger than I anticipated. They seem to have the entire
blah, blah,
region.
blah, blah, blah. I can't talk. I've been so bad at talking, I don't know why. Anyways, this is like a big stealth section, except this stealth section is of course destroyed because of a jerk-ass Banshee that always spawns here on Legendary and destroys the shit out of you. Look at this jerk.
I didn't think there were any.
Of course, if you're a god and know how to lead your shots with this gun, you can just destroy him with this turret. Oh! Get destroyed. Of course, if you're in the know-how, there's actually a very cool trick you can do. I don't know how to pull it off because I'm not good enough at movement in this game, but there's a trick you can do in this game that if you stand in a certain spot here in a certain way and kind of lead that Banshee, you can get him to flip on the door above, and you can actually drive the Banshee like this early in the level. And if you do that, like with that trick, you can beat this level in like 5 minutes. It's actually insane how good of like how cool of a trick that discovery that was. Also, for some reason, jackals always seem to get stuck on these things. You can see here, he's just on that thing up there, and he doesn't want to move now because he's up there. What are you doing? Sack of shit! I'm trying to kill the elite and you're gonna murder me? God damn. Can I get an award in Edgewise? My god. No, 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 no. Not this time. So hearing this song, it only plays once, doesn't loop. Kind of an interesting thing about this game. The way that the music is like encoded into this game is really cool. Most tracks are basically cut up into a bunch of different sections that are designed to be well, I guess they're cut up in such a way that they're extremely easy to like loop and mix. Like most songs you can basically play in like any, they can play the sections like pretty much any order because they're all like seamlessly like integrated. Is that the right word? I don't know. And it's pretty cool because a lot of the times music will actually like loop in like random ways because of that. So you actually have randomness with the music, which is pretty cool. And I'm bringing wow, I really can't talk. I'm bringing that up now because Pale Horse is one of the very few times that isn't the case, that this song always plays exactly the same every way and it's not cut up at all. Is what I want to say, but for some reason it is in another level. It's weird. This song plays twice on, well, I guess it plays in 2 different levels, and in this level it always just plays like a normal song loop and it just plays the song through once and then stops. But in a later level we'll see it actually loops randomly a little bit. And even has like an ending section you don't hear in this level, which is interesting. So since I'm psychic and know exactly how this level is going to play, I'm going to throw a grenade over here. Fortunately, my thing did not do that much work! No, 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 no! Damn, yep, see? That's what happens. I focus too much on the Zealot. I have to do the whole room over again, because you don't get any checkpoints if you're aggressive like me. Oh. So yeah, as you can see, the spawns in this game are also pretty random. Like, you can see that, like, the grunt just, like, the grunts are just in completely different spots here, which is pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, this time, much easier. Let's just overcharge this jerk. Getting a little higher because oh, it tracked. Man, pistols in this game overcharge from so far away. It's actually kind of insane. Like it's not. It's like even at this range, it's not red. And that guy was like way over there, and it still tracked him down and got him. Okay, so that guy's gonna go and cover there, but I'm just gonna toss a grenade because I don't want to deal with him. Let's toss a grenade over there. See if that does anything. Probably not. I need this guy dead because I want to actually stealth this part of the level. So, kind of interesting thinking about this part of the level. So even though this is one big bridge, there's actually a spawn zone, I guess you want to put it, about halfway through the bridge. And that because of that, when you walk forward here, you'll kind of notice a bunch of stuff suddenly appears in your radar. And now you can actually kill some more grunts. And if you, obviously, if you're just shooting and gunning, normally they all wake up right away. But if you're like aware of how it works, oh crap. Listen, as long as he doesn't fire a gun, then I don't think they'll react and wake everything up right away. Oh, maybe he will. What? This plasma just went through the floor. I need more ammo. Please, God, have mercy on my soul. Hero! It's funny how in Legend, like in this game, it's not as bad as it is in Halo 2 and future games. Because Energy Sword, you don't really die in one hit in this game very often, except from like Rocket Flood that we'll see in later levels. Is that a spoiler? I guess technically it is, but I don't care. I mean, this game's been out for like what, like almost like 2 decades at this point. Kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, Energy Swords, guys, are still a bit of a kind of a, I guess, a worrying thing to look out for, because like they're fast, they jump at you. Like Zealots in this game are so cool. I probably say this a ton, but I don't know if I mentioned this apart. I don't know what happened. Like, why are all the enemies in this game like so unique? And then in later games, like Zealots in this game are so cool, and then like Halo 2 onward, it's like you see a Zealot, and it's like, oh wow, it's a weak elite with a sword that can't kill me unless he runs right up to me, whereas everything else kills me super fast. Like the Zealots in this game, like they run straight at you, they roar on sight, they like berserk on seeing you. They actually jump, which no other enemy in like the whole series ever really does. And it's just like, you know, like what happened, you know? Why are Zealots in future games so wimpy? Get out of here. I knew he was there. I think this is one of the few cases where there's only one stealth elite. There's not a second one. Stuff in this game almost always comes in pairs for some reason. That's like a theme. Like usually like 2 hunters, 2 banshees, 2 stealth elites. In this case though, there's just the one stealth elite just kind of hanging out. I guess stealth elite's not as often as other enemies, but there's almost never just one. So it's kind of unique. And I think that guy's always there. But these hunters are only here on Legendary, which is pretty cool. Or at least Heroic or Legendary. Which is another one of those things that makes this game so fun to replay, is that there's lots of spawns you might not ever realize even existed if you only play on lower difficulties, because there's a lot of stuff that will only ever spawn in on higher difficulties. Like that Banshee was a good example, or that bridge encounter is like completely different because, you know, all the enemies just get woken up right away because the Banshee's active. So you essentially can't stealth it on higher difficulties. Except I'm not actually 100% sure about that now that I've said that, because I don't think him shooting him actually wakes everything up. I think it's actually just the Pelican that wakes everything up, and the Banshee's just there. So I might be wrong about that. Anyways, we got one of our infamous lifts where we just have to stand here for like 20 seconds as it lowers us down. I said 20 seconds, but wow, it actually is like pretty much about 20 seconds. Now we hear this song, which is basically like primo song for it's time to stealth kill some stuff. if you like pay attention to enemy habits and shit in this game, you can stealth kill surprisingly easily. Like you can see this guy, if you know what you see, like he always kind of like, oh no, fuck, I'm gonna revert. What? Give me checkpoint at the top of the lift. Damn it, Bungie. Ugh. You know, I guess I'll mention this now. So that's kind of an interesting behavior of elites. Like I think I've mentioned it in the last part probably that elites, like enemies in this game, physically see from their heads. And it's not just like they see in front of them. They actually physically see from where their heads are turned. So I've actually seen people describe as a glitch when elites sometimes just see behind them, which now that I said it, I realize that there is actually sometimes a glitch where the elites will just see behind them randomly. Which I think is like a glitch for their sightline where they sometimes just kind of see backwards for some reason. But in this case, that's not a glitch. The elite was physically looking behind him for a little bit. And because of that, he does in fact see me and make it so I can't kill him. So anyways, let's just stand here. Wait for him to show us. Wait for him to turn around. I'm just gonna punch. Boom! Get him out of here. Oop, there he is. Sprint over here. Wait for him to move. Punch. Doom, 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 doom. Punch. So that definitely just alerted them. Thankfully, enemies don't have motion trackers, so I can just walk around. Which is good, because in this game, because I'm playing Halo PC, crouch walking doesn't actually make you not appear on radar. So, crouch walking like this makes it so that, as you can very clearly see, you appear on the radar. So multiplayer, kind of annoying, you can't really sneak around very well unless you do like this. Oh! Walking around, where's he walking? Oh, he's actually alerted. Shit. Well, there's like a couple jackals here, but if I know what I'm doing, I should just be able to like just hang out here for the most part. I wonder if I can walk by when this guy is like looking. Damn it, I couldn't. Whatever. No! What the? He was fucking ready to go. Screw you! I hate you! Alright, let's try this again. Oh, I actually got a checkpoint. Well, that's nice. Oh, I just realized I got a checkpoint. I thought I got a checkpoint later in the room. Well, I guess I can just kill this elite now, like this. So I guess we'll show a different way we can tackle this room while I'm here then, because of that. So if you do it like this, you can actually kind of like sneak around these like window spots and shit and get some good shots. You know, it's funny, I mentioned that you can shoot the jackal at the same spot like 5 times and get a different reaction. Then I kill a jackal by shooting it in the back and it just makes the same reaction every time. There's a bit of randomness with that kind of thing. There's a lot of RNG in this game you might not realize. And it's mostly just, a lot of it is just like minor like aesthetic things. Like the way enemies look. Like there's a bunch of enemies that have different permutations essentially. Like you may not have noticed, but there's like a bunch of different versions of like jackals, and not just like their rank, but even like there's a bunch of different like versions of like the same rank of jackal. Like some don't have helmets, some do have helmets, some have different colors of like skin on certain parts. And you know, it's like you've got curlback grunts, for example. Like they're pretty well known, and it's kind of funny because Anniversary, they're all the same. Because they didn't bother like doing unique models for different permutations. So bad grunt. So now we're outside. This is fun. Yeah, let's just kill this turret guy because he puts in a lot of work. So yeah, I don't think this is working very well because I'm missing literally everything I could ever do. Just kill me. That's like my reaction to everything in this game. Is like I try to be a perfectionist, and then by being superly like aggressive, and then I just die, because it's like, well, that's not really working, is it? Alright, how about you walk over here, buddy? How do I keep not... I'm usually so good at sticking ghosts, but I just cannot get this guy. Just kill me. Even though I stuck him, I don't care. It's the principle of the matter. I probably shouldn't be doing that, because this is going to be a long part. I almost wanted to save control, Assault on the Control all for its own, but like because of where I ended the last episode, I couldn't really do that, could I? Thankfully, this time I'm getting a bit more time for this elite to do shit, so I can just throw the grenade right now. What? I got fucking wrecked by the raid. I don't even care at this point. I did find some rockets, though. I didn't know these rockets are actually here. That's pretty cool. Oh my god. That's kind of one of those things that's cool about this level. Like, I've played this level, like, probably, like, over, like, a dozen times on, like, just running around. And it's like, you realize every time that it's like, there's a surprise. Ooh, fuck. I don't know what's wrong with me. I take one, like, swig of iced tea and now I'm, like, burping and hiccuping like a madman and all the Marines are dead. Great. But yeah, I play this level, like, so many times and still I play the level and find new things. Like, it's actually incredible. Now, if only I could stop hiccuping. Oh, fuck. The worst part about being like this is that it's like, I can't just take deep, I have a hard time breathing, because it's like, I'll breathe and then, and I just like, it like, lurches all out. You know, in hindsight, let's go back and get the rockets. I was like, I want to go snipe stuff for it, because it's like, no, I should probably deal with the raid. The raid's one of the few things that it's like, it can one-shot you, so. Although I'm not actually 100% sure of that. I think if you have full shields and health, it does not kill you. Projectiles in this game don't have impact damage, so like, no matter how much the Wraith nails you, it doesn't matter. I don't know where this elite came from. I guess he came from like way over, from like over there actually. That's weird. I guess because I walked over there kind of and he spawned in. And then I walked back, so he just kind of toodalooed. Actually, I guess I could use a ghost to do that, but I'm just going to sneak up on it. Because I'm a badass. Hee-haw-hee-haw. Sorry, I'll never make that sound again. So let's start by sticking it. And it randomly dodged my grenade, but it's staring at it, which is good. Wow, it's actually backing way up. I'm just going to pistol it then. Boom, there we go. Dealt with. Now let's go get the sniper rifle, because let's be honest, at a big level like this, sniper rifle is helpful. Although, which is something I'm going to do, which is maybe uncharacteristic of this game, is I'm going to go over here. Where did I put the sniper rifle? Did it get blasted away? Are you kidding me? I was going to say, I'm going to go pick up the sniper, because it's like, this is one of the few times you really get a chance to do a sniper rocket combo, which is always fun. Except apparently not, because the Wraith, it's like completely anal, like very helpful. Oh, there it is, thank God. Freaking blasted it away. I was about to get pissed. And I know where there's extra rockets over here now. I've probably found these before, but they're like rather like, I guess like out of the way, so you don't always see them. This is the first level, I guess I haven't really talked about it at all, but we actually see some land vehicles. Like, we saw the ghosts and wraiths in the Truth and Reconciliation, but this is the first time you get to actually drive them. And man, well, you can't drive wraiths in this game, unfortunately. Wraiths are one of those enemy-only vehicles, but ghosts in this game are honestly so fun to use. Like, they're not quite as powerful as they are in future games. They're a little, like, underpowered in terms of actual damage, but in terms of, like, as I guess is kind of typical for this game, in terms of like speed and maneuverability, they're really fast and accelerate really fast too. So you can just kind of blast. Like, I'm going, like in future games, you can kind of strafe with the ghosts, but they don't go sideways all that fast. But in this game, I think ghosts are pretty much always able to move full speed as long as you can like move. Jeez, man, these guys have a lot of health. Okay, would you stop overcharging me, you fucking jerks? Look at this guy. He's overcharging more than he's actually shot his gun at this point. Okay, let's get out of the ghost before he kills me. Boom. Get wrecked. Okay, I'm gonna go get a new ghost. Because as you can see, this ghost has 1 health and is on fire. Well, it's smoking. Unlike in future games, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but in Halo 1, vehicles cannot be damaged when nobody's riding them, for the most part. Which is why, even though I flipped this ghost with a grenade earlier, it has full health. So yeah, you can see. Wow, I don't know why I just realized I just like stopped talking at all there. Get out of here! What the? I'm gonna die because those 2 ghosts are just running up to me. I'm not used to them spawning that quick. Anyway, so I got Johnson here with a sniper, and man, sniper marines in this game kind of overpowered. Which is funny given how weak normal marines are, but these sniper marines will just blast the shit out of everything. They like rapid fire with like almost perfect accuracy. It's actually kind of hilarious. Anyways, let's get some ammo. Health, most importantly, and let's go get this tank. Interesting details. So, actually, I'm going to wait to see if I can get like a checkpoint or something. Can you get out of that ghost that's on fire and you're going to run me over? I just know it. Can I get a checkpoint or something? Like, you want to stop moving there, Sonny? Oh, perfect. So, oh my god, like, you know what I've been drinking? I've been drinking, like, I drank a single cup of iced tea. I don't know, I have so many, like, burp problems. It just keeps coming, man. Can I get a checkpoint? Because I want to show something off. But you kind of miss out on this chance. This is the only time the whole game you get to drive a tank in campaign, but, like, there's a cool little, like, I don't know if you call it an Easter egg, but, like, a detail, I guess. Oh, I saw it on my radar. But it does not want to give me a checkpoint all of a sudden. I don't know why. Whatever. I guess I'll just mention this when I walk over here, because you'll hear, like, gun pointed at the head of the universe play for a second. It plays the start of it and then fades out. Because I guess it's like, oh man, you got a tank. Like, isn't that cool? But kind of like, I don't know if I call it an Easter egg or like just a cool little detail, but if you don't take the tank, the whole song will actually play when you go over to this area. Alright. Let's kill that guy and then we'll go through the cave. You get 2 choices here. I always recommend going through the cave because cave gives you a better angle of the area ahead. Yeah, now you get a checkpoint. Because there's like wraiths over here and some ghosts.
The Covenant placed their tanks to defend the entrance to the tunnel.
And it's just like if you don't, if you're not in the over here, the tank can pretty easily like blast the shit out of you. Nailed it. Tank in this game compared to future games, once again, much faster than in most Halo games, but the shots are a little more inaccurate. Especially the chain gun. The chain gun's just like, never hits, I swear. Are you kidding me? I'm so tired of this crap. I'm like running right up to it and it's just like, nah, I'm just gonna point blank. Even though it wasn't even close to point blank. And it's totally my fault for just being aggressive out of nowhere, but I don't know. Would you die?
Place their tanks to defend the entrance to the tunnel.
Alright, where's the other ghost? I tell you, man, something about talking and trying to actually think at the same time just makes you a dumb man. This always happens with like everything you do. Wow, am I really stuck on this rock right now? I'm reverting. I don't even care. Maybe it's like, oh, you should have kept playing, but it's like, I'm tired of getting stuck on rocks. It's like my biggest complaint in this game. Vehicles always get stuck on rocks.
Contact! Covenant mortar tanks are moving in!
Swear to frickin' God. Every time. It's because I expected the ghost to come over here, but for some reason he just decided to flank me. Like the genius he is. So I guess we'll just stay over here for now and just blast these jackals. Yeah, there's a third ghost. I knew it. This guy that killed me earlier, the jackass. And he's just hiding away in the back like a coward. Except as soon as I walk out, then he'll start shooting me in, right when I'm vulnerable. How dare he be smart and wait for me? Really? That was like the most inaccurate shot I've ever had. So this tank can actually be a little tricky to deal with if you just have the tank, because you can't really like flank well. So what you pretty much want to do is just blast and just kind of do like this. Anyways, let's just keep going. So Squint's over here. Screw you. I'm just gonna blast you. There's actually a tank up here in this area over here. He's pretty much just here to snipe the shit out of you. There's also a Banshee that spawns in behind you. This is one of those weird cases where the Banshee doesn't spawn with a driver in it. What the? Jeez. You almost forget that Banshees actually Banshee bomb you in this game. That doesn't happen in future Halo games. They never use their Banshee bomb, I swear. Except in Halo 3, they use it like all the time when you're in a vehicle. Like, goddamn. At least Johnson is alive. Johnson's like the most important one because he has the sniper. And you'll see how overpowered they can be in the upcoming section here. Ah, damn, man. Tank has such a huge hitbox for getting in, but only from the left side. If you're trying to get in from the right side, it doesn't happen. Ooh. Anyways. I was mentioning that Banshee. If you know what you're doing, you can actually blast that Banshee down before the elite spawns in, so you can just get a Banshee for free. It's not. There's like actually a lot of ways to get Banshee in this level. It's kind of funny actually. Anyways, screw you guys. So yeah, a really like fun strategy you can do here is you pretty much just you want to blast that grunt away, and then you get out of your tank and just walk over here. Johnson will get out after a little bit because Marines always get out of the tank if you get out. And you can just walk over and let Johnson just do a bunch of work. Hey Johnson, get over here. It's like, just look at him go. I love the ricochet effects you can see. Like you can see like it's bouncing off the jackal shields, which is really cool. Damn it. Yeah, it's not my fault. He stopped moving. Like, look at it. Like, you can just see that thing whiz. Although, as you can see, and I know this from personal experience, that Johnson tends to spend this whole time just sniping jackals, and they just tend to never get hit. Did that guy just try to overcharge us? Are you kidding me? Yeah, like, look at him just rapid fire this sniper with, like, perfect accuracy. Like, if jackals weren't so, like, impossible for Marines to deal with, you would have already killed everything. Anyways, wait from the fire so he doesn't kill me. Let's go get some secret ammo. I didn't mention this area, but in the area we were just in, the snow area, there's a secret camels and some ammo to the right, far right. Which is another one of those things I didn't know for a long ass time. Like, it blew my mind to walk over there on foot and be like, wow, there's actually like a ton of ammo and stuff everywhere. Like, even though they give you this tank, it's very, very easy actually to do this whole level on foot without ever getting into a vehicle. It's really cool. And unlike Halo, this level doesn't ever really have any points and you have to use a vehicle, so it's very easy to just go on foot the whole time.
Don't worry, there'll be more. More of them. That'll teach you.
Get out of here. Freaking jerks. I bet you this guy's gonna overcharge me. Saw it coming. He missed, because he sucks. I love how they make this glass indestructible so you can't like destroy it and fall into the hole. But then it's like when you, because of that, when you drive over the tank, you just hear it constantly like shattering. Like, but in a way, it kind of makes sense because it's like, well, it's glass, it's brittle. But like, I don't know, kind of just a funny detail more than anything. Ugh. Anyways. Let's get past this room. This room's pretty fun to fly around in as a Banshee, because like it has a super high ceiling and a very low pit here in the middle you can fly all the way down to. Rolling Thunder. Hey! I can't shoot this guy, he's too low, he's my ultimate weakness. Shortness! So a good trick here is you just kind of want to go fast, although if you alert stuff like this, you know, it's kind of thing. I think this is one of the only times in the whole game you get to see a dropship actually drop ghosts off, which is kind of cool. I don't know why I decided to be aggressive, because I'm now paying for it with my life. But I can try to pretend I'm a badass and not gonna die. Johnson actually took like no damage there. This is another one of those cool little split paths. This level I think is so cool for this. It has a ton of like just split paths. So you get to like choose which way you want to go. I usually go right here because it's just like enemies just kind of pour out of this door. And you can, the door opens and you can just blast in there. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and try to snipe this tank. Kaboom! I actually got lucky there. It's usually hard to hit that thing 2 times before it starts shooting at you. Go ahead and blast that. And before we go ahead and leave to the next area, I want to show off a cool little optional room that you can do. Let's get this health back first. I don't think the Marines fall in here, but I might be wrong about that. I don't know. I'm still going to throw grenades at this so he doesn't drive the ghost while I'm busy inside. So you can go inside this room here, and a couple things will spawn in, but which is, first of all, 2 stealth elites. And Johnson's just going to run gung-ho in. Yeah, this strategy doesn't work as well when you have actual, like, Marines to worry about. I don't usually have any Marines left, but I got lucky and got, like, the best one. You can't crouch walk towards me, you son of a bitch! You think you can... Freaking bastard that was going to sneak up to me. I've never seen that before. What the hell? I swear to God, I've never seen them crouch walk towards me before. That's crazy. Alright, well anyways. You walk over here, and it spawns in some enemies. And with this active camo, it's completely optional, but it is pretty cool. You can kind of just like run around and kind of enjoy this. Jeez, imagine that guy killed me. Jesus, Johnson, you trying to murder me? But you can't go wordy. Anyways, let's head back to the tank. Man, Marines are really good at following in these games. I always forget that. I always think like, oh, he's not gonna follow me into that room, but no. They pretty much follow you until the game tells, until like usually you get like some in-game text like, okay, we ain't following you no more, chief. Anyways, I just used up a ton of sniper ammo, so hopefully there's some more here. Yeah, okay. Sniper ammo in this game actually gives you a ton. Like one sniper clip on the ground gives you like pretty much a full sniper rifle. Anyways, let's wait for Johnson to get in while I take a swig of this iced tea. And there he is. Let's go. But yeah, you can see what I'm talking about. Like, this level, it just keeps going, man. It's long. But it's kind of cool that even though it's like an hour long, it's like it never feels like you're doing the same things over and over again, you know? Like, you play this level for an hour, and it feels like you're getting an hour of content. Also, once again, stuck on a rock. Who'd have thought? Thank you, Johnson. Anyways, a Banshee spawns in behind you. Like, there's like this whole upper area up there that's like it exists, but you can't actually get to it at all at this point. And like, there's a Banshee up there, and a lead will spawn in once he gets close enough. Oh! Kaboom. And then he'll follow you. But it's funny that he spawns in so late that it's pretty easy to just kind of keep driving here and you just don't even fight the Banshee. I always thought that was funny.
Did you see that? Oh yeah.
I thought the Covenant had eliminated all the Marine forces in this area.
This is a pretty cool spot, so you get some more Marines here and they're running away from these hunters, and then...
There it is. Go, go, go.
And then the music starts playing. Doot.
Crikey. Look sharp, boys! Enemy dropship inbound! Let's move! The Covenant are dropping in behind us! We're
Ah! Are you kidding me? I'm in a tank, and then the hunters just snipe me perfectly. You freaking bastards. I'm killing your asses now.
See that? Oh man, Covenant dropship inbound. Take cover.
The Covenant are dropping in behind us!
You think this is funny? Yeah, that's what I thought. Freaking bastards. Anyways, now the music starts playing. We actually have another Marine with a sniper rifle. That's cool.
I'm on it.
And then the turret starts shooting because he's a jerk. I hate dropship turrets because it's just like it's just an invincible enemy you can't deal with. But it's like, I guess I can't get too mad because it's like, I mean, and then I accidentally killed a Marine because he walks behind a giant fucking tank when I'm backing up. Sorry, man. I swear to God, it's like, even though the Marines are so quick to try to dodge your shots, it's like, at the same time, it's like, they'll walk right up to you when you're in a vehicle and just walk in front or directly behind you. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Hey, do you think these guys can really kill this guy? I actually got a shot off. There you go. Oh, I killed the sniper Marine too! Oh my, of all the guys to kill. Okay. Whatever, let's just keep going. So we get a camo here and some other stuff. Just mainly ammo like usual. This camo is actually pretty funny because you grab it and then you walk right over here. And what's the first thing you see? Stealthily with a sword. Whack. Unbelievable. Guess we're replaying this part again, huh?
Let's do it. Oh, showtime.
It's not how long it takes for me to actually hit a shot, huh?
What the?
Not anytime soon, apparently. Oh my god, I'm just getting out. On the bright side, this time I don't think I ran over a Marine this time, so... We actually have 2 Marines and snipers now.
Got that right.
Is that jackal still up there? I don't think I killed a jackal, but I guess so. Either that or he's hiding, and I don't care. Alright, so this time, hopefully, you know, let's not lose a ton of progress because of, the biggest chain reaction I've seen in a while. Good God. But yeah, I always thought it was just hilarious how, like, you get a camo and you get a chance to stealth kill, an enemy with a sword. A sword elite, nonetheless, hey? And it's pretty cool because you actually have Marines here too, so you can kind of use them as distractions. And as you really want the camo here, because like this opening area will just like murder your Marines if you're not careful.
Marines, hold your positions.
But with the camo, you can just kind of assassinate everything right off the bat.
We should scale the ridge and get below those stationary guns.
Affirmative. Holding position.
Because yeah, there's a lot of vehicles here. The worst jump I've ever done, and no checkpoint ever in a million years. I don't even know if I'm losing all my confidence because I keep not getting any checkpoints ever. What the? Like, that grunt died and nailed me with a shot. Made me lose a shot. Freaking jerkwads. Alright, third time's the charm. Maybe I'll get a checkpoint this time at some point. Maybe I'll just throw some grenades. That might have been the most incredible sequence of events I've ever had. But hey, I didn't actually lose any health because of how shields work. Who's shooting me? Are you guys really doing this now? I had such a sweet grenade toss.
We need to get up this ridge.
And it's all just for nods.
Master Chief, we should scale the ridge and get below those stationary guns.
I'm in no hurry for a heroic charge on those guns, Cortana. Holding position.
Thankfully, the sniper elite Marines tend to eat up most of the normal enemies. You mostly just have to worry about them getting picked off by, you know, dare I say it's spam. Kaboom! And then one of the Marines kills another Marine. God. Some things never change, eh? Oh well. All things considered, they did pretty good. I mean, Halo 1 Marines are kind of notorious for being kind of crap. But hey, I actually kept a bunch of them to the end of the level. Or, like, I guess to the end of when you know, get to keep them, because they... As soon as you finish this section, they don't come back inside, because I guess they figured having Marines in a close quarters indoors area would be kind of annoying. It'd also make it pretty much impossible to actually properly do any stealth. Alright, let's head down here for a sec. This is another one of those weird optional areas, but if you walk down here, this little canyon, you immediately see stuff up here on your radar. That's because it's some elites. I actually killed the heli with a grenade, which is funny. And it's kind of interesting that they're here because on this part of the level, there's actually no reason to come down here. There's nothing down here. And these elites don't even spawn in unless you come down here specifically. But it is interesting to note that that area exists, because we'll see that again later. If you know you've never played this game ever in your life. Anyways, let's head over here. So these Marines are supposed to say something? Are they going to? Let's see. For some reason, the PC ports always tend to be kind of buggy with, like, text like this. These guys are supposed to say something, but I never ever hear them say it, almost ever. Like, they're supposed to be like, okay, hold your position here, you'll get picked up later, and that's why they don't follow you. But a lot, like, almost like, I want to say, like, roughly, like, 95% of the time, they just don't ever say anything. And I'm not sure why. And I swear I hear them say it a lot more often if you play the Xbox version. But for some reason on like PC version and all the other ports of it, they just never say it. Whoop. Okay, well this is supposed to be an area. You know what? I'm just gonna load my save. I don't know why that guy saw me. And really, my first problem was killing the grunts because they're all asleep, so they don't matter. This is a rather large room. There's 2 elites in here. You want to kill both of them because, let me tell you, there's like something close to like 40 grunts in this room. I don't know how many there are. Maybe not that many, but there's like a hellish amount of grunts in this room. And if you kill these 2 elites, you don't have to deal with them at all. And that's it. Now there's like 30 grunts in this room you can just completely ignore. And it's a good thing because you can see as we walk by, like there's just grunts all over. And they will like eat you up. That being said, I always find it funny to like finish like the whole room and then just be like, kill one grunt, you just hear the yelps of the damned. Anyways, so there's another elevator section, but this elevator section loves to mix it up a little bit because you get up to the top of this elevator and there's just a nice jackal waiting for you. Oh, I was waiting for that hiccup, that's why I wasn't talking. Oh my god, that sounded like I was having like breathing troubles. Alright, you know what, let's have a little fun. I've been using the sniper rifle like all the level. Let's pick up an assault rifle. Aw, come on, did this corpse really block my grenade? Freaking bastards. Even the grunt corpses are getting in the way. Pick up that frag grenade. Really? He's gonna aggressively attack Master Chief? Freaking grunt. So this room's kind of funny. So there's this is the first time we see a zealot in this game that doesn't have a sword. And as soon as he gets alerted by you, a song starts playing. Gun pointed at the head of the universe again, funny enough. And once again, just like I guess the opposite of the time with the tank, if you stick kill this guy before he gets a chance to see you, the song doesn't actually play. But, you know, the song's pretty cool, so I'm just going to let it play once he sees me. But, if you've ever played this level before, you might have noticed that an elite comes out of here. So if you throw a grenade up here, which that might have been the worst grenade I've... I honestly thought the guy... What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Okay, that guy's seeing me because when you throw a grenade, you might not realize it, but there's like a thing with that. But like, what's wrong with it? Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Just kill me. Sometimes I just get... I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I'm good at this game. That sounds like I'm like trying to reassure myself, but it's like sometimes I just like lose every part of my brain. I don't know what happens. Like, it's just like, alright, I'm just gonna throw a grenade at the same spot like 20 times, which is a complete waste of time. Would you fuck off? Like, holy shit. Piece of shit. So, once again, I'm gonna bring this up, but this time, you know, don't fuck it up. Throw a grenade up here. What? There we go. I wasn't sure where he was. Oh. Because I stuck him, the song didn't play. Well, you know. I didn't even mean to do that this time. Anyways, let's pick up Plasma Rifle because Elite will just never care at all about... Really? Really? Yeah, okay. Yep, I'm dead. I'm dead. Alright, yeah, no, the Elite enemies all come out. They see their Zelt buddy die, they see their Elite buddy die, and they're just like, nah. Nah, I don't care. Master Chief would have pushed over. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, sometimes you try to rely on the enemies freaking out from an Elite dying, but it is luck-based, so sometimes they just don't, and there's really nothing you can do. That's kind of a thing, that's kind of like a crux of like the speedrun, actually. A lot of times you have to kind of just trial and error, and hope that they actually just don't kill you. And sometimes they just do, and there's nothing you can do about it. But I wouldn't really call it a flaw of the game, it's just sometimes you want to go fast, you know. Know what I'm saying? Okay, so where does this other Elite come from? Like he was like behind me before. Oh, he does come from over there. That's interesting. I probably should have killed that Elite instead of just pistoling the grunts a bunch, but shouldn't be a problem. Where is he? Well, mostly because I expected to be able to actually find him. I don't know where the Elite went. I just hear him yelling. Which is pretty funny. It's kind of what Elites only do in this game, I swear, sometimes. Oh, there he is. Jeez. Almost ended up killing myself there. So, while we're on the topic, I guess I'll show off a cool little, glitch, as it were. So there's two main glitches you can do with reloading in this game. I think I actually showed this off before. Actually, I almost certainly showed off this. But I guess I'll do it anyways just because I have a rocket, so you can double tap reload and it'll like automatically reload a weapon regardless of whether it's out. And I accidentally did that just now, which completely ruins the glitch. Good job, me. I had a feeling I just did that. I didn't even mean to. I just accidentally tapped the reload button by pure accident. So yeah, now I have a single rocket. I was gonna reload it and have two rockets, but now we're stuck. What you gonna do? Let's just kill these guys so they don't wake up. Anyways, let's do some pro Elite grenade tosses in the house, huh? Man, they are persistent. I always figure the grunts are actually like really persistent in this game. Like, holy crap, like I just headshot 3 of his grunt buddies and he just walks out and ready to go with his Needler. Whoa! Jeez, my mouse just freaked out there. Wow, I forgot how many elites there were here. Yeah, now I remember. This is like a kind of a hard part because there's like 3 elites here, all like grouped up together. So you pretty much just have to try to stick one of them, which I did. And then he runs into his buddy and gets him killed, which is perfect. Couldn't have gone better, actually. Oh god. Yeah, and one of them has a needler, and it's kind of hard to walk out because he just sprays. Nope. Pew, pew, pew. I'm doing it again. I'm not talking at all. Well, like, what am I supposed to talk about? Even though I'm saying words, my mind is actually completely blank. I'm just saying words to fill the space. It's just one of those moments where I'm just like autopiloting. I've probably played this level so many times that it's just like I don't even think about it anymore. Which is probably why I've got myself killed in a couple stupid ways, because, like, you know, what are you gonna do? Actually, I don't have ammo, so now I have to actually pick stuff up. Oh, that's an invisible. Hey! Freaking, I'm wasting you, and you're just gonna, like, hop! Up 2, 3, 4. Fucking sack of shit. You're gonna think you're better than me? I think not. That's what I thought. So cool little trick here. You can actually jump on this glass here and get to the other side of the other bridge. And if you do that, you can actually go in that door and like skip like the next room and the bridge back. But it's actually a pretty fun section, so I'm not gonna do that. It's actually like a really cool section that I don't see a lot of people talk about, but let's just go through. Oh, this is another stealth part, so let's just hang out here for a sec. Oh, well, I scratched my head because crikey, you know. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different room. Well, still. Basically, there's 4 elites in this room, one at like each corner, basically, and they're each doing a different walking pattern. You can see the one on the left is just walking, the one on the right's like running around. So a good idea, yeah, you kind of want to get into this middle area right here, and you can kind of just boop this guy to get some space, as it were. And then from here, it's kind of just a matter of what do you want to do, you know? No! What? He saw me? That's bullshit. And my god, that guy annihilated me. How did I not stick him? I was gonna stick him. Screw you guys. It's called being efficient. Luckily, since I stuck them, the elites don't have any clue where I am. Whew. Sometimes you forget that elites are, you know, tough. Like, it's just 4 elites, but it's like, man, you know. That elite, like, destroyed me. Like, I was like, oh man. And then, like, just up and just fucking dead. Like, before I even had time to think. Another pistol. Yeah, you know, I'll pick this up. I mean, it's cool to have a rocket here. I actually forgot that rocket was there. I'm just like, we have to keep a rocket to get more rocket ammo, but no. You can get more. Freaking living. Swear Jackals always just barely live from like anything. Like, you throw a grenade at their feet and they're just like 1 health. That's all they need to go to town on you. Freaking bastards. Eee! Ha! Nice. Jesus, I forgot how many enemies are in this room. This room is quite saturated. Like, I blasted an entire section of jackals and grunts, and then I look back and there's just more. And I don't think those are the same ones, because I'm pretty sure I heard a bunch of death screams. Oof. You can just hear them out there. Jeez. I'm like 99% sure there's like elites up here too. And a plasma pistol isn't exactly... What the... Yeah, I can see the stupid elite. Look at his stupid face. Look at his stupid elite face. Thinks he's so sneaky. On the bright side, since he saw me, I should just be able to... Oh, never mind. Now I should just be able to walk up here and stick one. Oh, never mind. He saw me. They just walk around so goddamn much! I'm just gonna shoot a rocket. I tried. Tried so hard. Oh, nice. Got a nice double shot, though. What? There's a third one! I honestly didn't expect the third one. They bamboozled me. I think there's ammo up here? No, I'm thinking of the next one, I guess. There's 2 of these areas in this level, and I guess this one doesn't actually have anything up here, so I just wasted a bunch of ammo for nothing. Oh well. I had fun. Ain't that the most important thing of all? Tee-hee. I get to hear some more Rock Anthem without the guitar. And yeah, this bridge area is really cool, because you got 2 hunters over here that are basically just constantly bombarding you, while you have to kind of deal with the enemies in front of you. It's really cool. Oh! Of course, if you get lucky, you can kind of cheese the whole bridge. Ugh! And sometimes they get lucky and just nail you perfectly. Oof. Stop! Like, come on! I hate when this happens! I killed the elite and the grunts couldn't care less! Frickin' bastards. I got that cool grenade stick and it was for nothing. You know, I'm sick of your faces. That didn't kill him. So this might not be something I've mentioned before, but there, even though you might not be able to realize it, there's actually 2 different ranks of hunters. Would you stop shooting your freaking gun? Freaking hell, I'm blasting you in the face and he just stands there and keeps shooting. Ugh. I'm wasting all my ammo and I'm playing so sloppy. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, that guy's still alive. Ugh. Whatever. I got like a headache now for some reason, so that's not helping either. I can see the stealth elite. Whew! I didn't talk at all there because it's just like, man, stealth leads when you have no health is always terrifying. Because as soon as your shields go down, they're just gonna kill you. And your shields go down hella fast. Blah. But yeah, you can see that bridge section's like pretty intense, except I didn't make it look that great because I was playing super sloppy. But oh well. Anyways, more stealth if you want. This one's a little weird because there's 2 jackals here, so what you usually want to do is you just kind of want to ignore those jackals. Just kind of walk over here. Boom. So that's one of the great things about radar. I haven't really mentioned that at all, but it's nice to be able to like tell where they're gonna walk just by looking around like this. Oof. Alright. Goddamn, my finger's itchy. It's the worst. Okay, where do I want to go? They're all kind of bunched up over here. Alright, where are they walking? I don't think I've ever seen their walking patterns for this long. Oof. Yeah, crouch walking around these things is pretty useful. It's surprising how like easy it is to do that too. Let's walk back over here and kill this guy while he's off by himself. Or is he already walking back? He is. I'm actually not in a good spot because of that now. Just run! Okay. Didn't see me. Ooh, let's see. Let's see if we can get this guy on the rebound, as it were. When does he stop walking? He doesn't stop walking ever, apparently. Jesus. Boom. From down. Now I believe you can, if you know what you're doing, you can kind of slide up this to kind of get up here. Although that might not be happening anymore. Yep. Which unfortunately means I did not quite 100% this area by stealthing it. And in fact, I'm gonna die now because the grunts once again could not care less about the deaths of all of their friends and family. Oh my god! Like, what the fuck? See, this is what I mean. Like, you think like, oh, I'm done. You know, I'm in the last little room. And then you take 2 steps and then in this one little, like, cove, there's like 20 grunts sleeping. All butt naked next to each other. Like, come on. Oh my god, I can't believe I nailed that guy. God damn, I just destroyed those guys. Anyways, we're hearing a pretty cool song called, well, officially called Nothing because it was never released on the soundtrack for some reason. Because I guess Marty just forgot or he existed or something. Or I guess whoever worked on the sound, like, releasing the soundtrack. I'm not sure how that goes. Who knows? Trying to melee me? Feh. I spit on you! Don't run into me, you jerk! Cripes. Alright.
Resistance appears to be increasing. We must be close to the control center.
There should be a rocket launcher around here. I don't remember where it is. I think it's supposed to be over there, actually. Is it gone? Because that's why they give you rocket ammo, but, like, it looks like it's just straight up gone. It's supposed to spawn by the guy's body. What the heck? That's so weird. I've never... Maybe it doesn't spawn it on Legendary. That might be a thing. You'd be surprised how often they change little things like that in higher difficulties. Maybe that's why... Interesting. Well, there's no rockets, so this is what we're going with the last area. Just pistols a gunning. If I had a super weapon.
Analyzing. This must be the control room. Subtle. The entrance.
Alright, let's reload. Like, I gotta check. What the? Oh, wow. Perfect time for a checkpoint. Except not. Alright. So we gotta check. So watch this grenade though.
Analyzing.
There we go.
This must be the control room. Subtle. The entrance to the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there and I should be able to get us inside.
Oh, nice. I knocked that guy off. That's cool. Good old anti-aircraft pistol, eh? Oh! Holy shit! I'm so glad we got to see that. That was awesome. I actually want to say I'm surprised because I actually see that pretty often, even though you'd think like it's probably really rare. It definitely is, but still cool. And my Banshee flipped off to its doom. Well, guess I'm doing this part normally. I was gonna try to have fun flipping that dude around, but no, I guess not, huh? Oh, nice. Really making things flip off today. Okay, I get it. You're a jackal and you're just gonna stand in one spot in like the worst angle possible so I can't hit you. Whoa. That's weird. Taken care of. Okay, would you fuck off? Like, holy shit. Can you imagine a grunt just sees a hunter just get one shot and then the grunt's just like, yeah, I can take this guy on. No problem. I don't want to get annoyed at the grunts of all things today. Anyways, you get to hear like one of the coolest songs in the game, Walk in the Woods. For like the only time basically in this game, in this one area. And this area is kind of interesting. It's right at the end of the level and there's no elites at all in this section. So it's like, this is like, they pretty much just let you run and gun here. Although there are a lot of like grunts and jackals, so it's not like easy peasy. Even though they're like not tough enemies, there's a ton of them, so they definitely make up for numbers. Man, what a sick song this is. Feels good to hear that's right at the end of the level and you just get to blast through all these enemies. Especially on lower difficulties when like you really don't have to worry about them at all. This is like one of the few times you can play through on like heroic or something and just blast through an assault rifle. And just not even have to care. You also get like oh, that's weird. That doesn't usually happen like that. Let me revert here actually. Usually this guy's walking the other way. I've never seen him start off walking towards you like this. Because what's cool about it is it's like the only time in the game you can just walk up to a stealth elite in the back and just blast them. So I guess I wasn't totally 100% true. There are stealth elites there, but I think those are the only ones. How no? So this is the one I'm thinking of. You walk up here and there's ammo and stuff up here for you. Are there rockets here this time? Huh, no. Weird. There must be legendary, it must be like a higher difficulty, there's no rockets for you thing. On higher difficulty, or at least in this case, because they don't spawn in, what you're expected to do if you want that ammo is to just carry rockets with you. So, like, Halo 1 is kind of interesting for this. It's like the only game that actually rewards you for carrying empty weapons around. So, like, you don't have to necessarily just drop your rockets as soon as it's empty.
We should commandeer one of those ghosts.
You can actually get, like, a reward for carrying it with you, which is pretty cool. Anyways, let's kill this Wraith. It's not a great weapon to do it with, but like I'm not getting that Banshee, that's for sure. Ugh. Ugh. It's funny how this actually looks kind of goofy if you think about it, but it's like this works pretty well. Wraiths have a hard time hitting a Banshee until it gets aggressive and walks right up to me. Holy crap. Oh wow, he's in a really good spot right now. I like can barely hit him. Thankfully they move around a lot so that usually doesn't happen for too long. There we go. So here, there's an interesting little cache of ammo right down here. I think there might actually be rockets and a sniper here. And I'm almost certain that it's always here. So yeah, there it is. Thank you. And there's a sniper here too. Cool little cache of ammo and stuff. And I always love these things because it's like it kind of tells a story. It's like how the hell did these guys get here, you know? Like it's kind of interesting to think about. It's 3 Marines with like a sniper, a rocket, and a pistol, you know? Those guys got all the way over here. Hopefully those I didn't wake up the hunters over here. Funny how I'm saying that. But this is kind of like a fascinating thing here. There's 2 hunters, one on each side, and I believe shouldn't be woken up. So these are the only hunters, as far as I know, in the entire game that start off asleep, essentially. Like, they aren't like in a sleeping pose or anything, but they won't react to anything until you like make like a loud noise, such as this. Which is pretty cool, I think. Let's get you out of there. Now let's actually use this Banshee that I flipped down like an hour ago. Hopefully this time it won't like fall like jeepers. Woo! I knew that was gonna happen! Oh my... Why do I do it? You know, screw the... I hate life.
The entrance to the control
Should have known.
at the top of the pyramid. Let's get up there. We should commandeer one of those ghosts. We're going to need the firepower.
And then my ghost is gonna flip around for like a daze. Let's just grab the ghost and just go. I don't even care. Life ain't worth living. Of course, this Banshee is once again like in the worst possible spot it could ever have been in for me to get my ghost around. Like, holy hell. That's legendary. And I don't mean in difficulty. Oh wow, that almost got me. What the? Let's all calm down here for a sec. I have to hatch my hair. No, my hair! My hair is killing me. Okay, I got it. Alright, well here we are at the end of the level. I just completely ignored that whole section with the ghost, but this section won't be so kind to me. But I'm going to try my best. We get to hear the sweet second verse of Covenant Dance here. Anyways, numero uno is pick off all the grunts. Ah, my ear hurts for some reason now. Taken care of. Yeah, hot, alright. I am hot. Thanks for noticing. Alright, let's see if I can... Again! Why does that keep happening? It's like my plasma pistol's just like glitched now. Taken care of. That's the level. Didn't quite do it perfectly. Not even close, in fact, but whatever. At this point, I'm happy just to be done.
Scanning.
There's a long-ass cutscene here to watch, too, but, you know, I'll just cut this and... that's about it for this part. See you guys next time.
This is it. Halo's control center. That terminal, try there.
You all right?
Never been better. You can't imagine the wealth of information. The knowledge, so much, so fast. It's glorious.
So, what sort of weapon is it?
What are you talking about?
Let's stay focused. Halo, how do we use it against the Covenant?
This ring isn't a cudgel, you barbarian. It's something else. Something much more important. The Covenant were right. This ring, it's Forerunner. Give me a second to access. Yes, the Forerunner built this place, what they called a fortress world, in order to... Wait. No, that can't be. Oh, those Covenant fools. They must have known. There must have been signs.
Slow down. You're losing me.
The Covenant found something, buried in this ring, something horrible, and now they're afraid.
Something buried. Where?
The captain. We've got to stop the captain.
Keys?
The weapons cache he's looking for. It's not really... We can't let him get inside.
I don't understand.
There's no time. Get out of here. Find keys.
I always love how hectic he looks there. I guess I'm not signing off just yet. I just love the like that's such a cool foreboding cutscene. It's just like Cortana gives you just enough info to tell you what to do, but she doesn't really tell you anything about what's happening here. And yeah, we'll save that bag once for a whole nother time. Anyways, see you guys later.